Now we have a few very basic definitions. A function is increasing when it goes up from left to right. It is decreasing when it goes down from left to right. And a function is constant where its graph is horizontal. Now that's a very basic definition, and some of you are just going to stop right there. But let me give you a formal definition, because we're reaching that point in our math career where we need to start understanding mathematical language. I'm going to begin by drawing an x-axis here, and on an interval from a to b, as I'm writing on this horizontal axis, our function is going to be increasing. And I think we can all agree that the graph, or that curve I've just drawn in blue, is increasing. Now we want to prove that it's increasing. That means I should be able to choose any two numbers in that interval, which I'm going to call x1 and x2, and look at the height of the function at those two places. The height at x1 is lower than the height is at x2. In other words, f of x1 there is lower than the height f of x2. Now let's look at this paragraph. A function is said to be increasing on an open interval from a to b if, for all x1 and x2, those are the numbers I've chosen, in that interval, where x1 is to the left of x2, the function value f of x1 is less than the function value f of x2. In other words, for any choices of x1 and x2, if the height is lower on the left and higher on the right, that function is increasing. Now we want to determine the intervals on which the function is increasing, decreasing, or constant. Now, when we're looking at where this graph is increasing, I know we see at the bottom left it's going down to negative infinity, and it seems to be going up to a height of 4. That is correct. It is increasing where my pen is shadowing the graph. However, we don't look at it this way. When we describe where it's increasing, we say it's increasing starting at the left and increasing until x is equal to 0. So our answer here is from negative infinity up to 0. For part B, where is this graph decreasing? Yeah, it's decreasing from a height of 4 to a height of 3, but we say it's decreasing on the interval from 0 to 1. And I'm going to include those endpoints. Where is this graph constant? Well, we see it at a constant height of 3 between 1 and 4. So here we go. It is constant on the interval from 1 to 4, and we don't include that endpoint of 4. Now, our author is going to be including the endpoints at 0 and the endpoints at 1. This differs by text. Personally, if we had this point up here at 0, 4, I don't like to say that that value, at that value, it is both increasing and decreasing as we have. To me, it's just kind of neither. It's between increasing and decreasing. It's kind of like Wile E. Coyote in the Roadrunner cartoons when he's hanging above the desert floor with a sign in his hand before he goes crashing down. To me, that's what's happening there, and it's neither increasing or decreasing. But our author is going to be going with the definition that includes those endpoints, and it is a valid definition.